Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Project Ozone 3. And according to what I'm seeing, you guys can actually hear me, which is a novelty at this point. So, the crops are finally starting to get where I want them as far as some of this stuff goes. You can tell that I have gotten rid of some of the other things. We can get rid of this and this. Go clean this up and scatter these through. So one of the things that I have done is we'll chuck that in there. Do I have essence somewhere? An area for this. So either way, one of the things that I have done is I went ahead and made the tier 3 seeds because it was pretty much a lot of grinding and such. And I have checked, and apparently they seem to work just fine with magical crops. So I'm going to grow up to 10, 10, 10 of whatever. Quest. But we have done this so we can claim our... Nope. Yes. So now we just need to go to these. So I also made one of these as part of leveling that up. And we definitely made that stuff. We actually had that beforehand. So I also made one of these. And we have some of that. We're carrying it around, actually. So let's chuck all of these in the bin. You notice that I'm carrying around 8 of the Supremium, and that's the tier 4 stuff. So once these get going, it will be better. Can grow. So that's pretty cool. We still have... Okay, so barley. So these are 998. That's lower. Then we can chuck those. And this is the one we're going to plant, one of these two. So let's see, was barley this one? Nope, this was not barley, but we'll put it there anyway, because barley is nearly done. Okay, we want everybody to go that way. Either way, it's going. So we can pull the barley out and go. Then we look at unidentified. Okay. So now we look at these guys. 635. So this is lower, it's garbage. Lower, it's garbage. Lower, it's garbage. Definitely garbage. Definitely garbage. So we chuck these in here. We take one of these, and we're going to go plant it somewhere. So... Well, I'll put it in here for now, because that's the next one we're working on. Because there comes a certain point where you just have so many things that you're trying to level up that it's a silly amount of space. So I'm just going to chuck these in here for now. And, yep. So this is us basically leveling it up. I mean, to make the tier 3 seeds here, it's probably been a while, so tier 3. What I did was... It's just tier 2 seeds surrounded by intermediate essence, which is the tier 3 essence. In order to make this, I don't have a master infusion crystal, though I really want one. But we have to get into Lordcraft for that and get some Insanium and or an inscription stamp. Wait. Is there like a random chance for this? We might really want to get into Embers Rekindled and just start randomly stamping stuff and see what happens. Oh man, that would be hilarious. But it has unlimited uses. So in order to make this, I actually used this one here, which I'm still carrying around in my inventory, and the green essence. And then to make this, I used this. To make these, I used these. To make this, it's just diamond and whatever. Pretty simple. You just use one size to make the next, and it doesn't care how much damage is on there. It just makes the next crystal, and it doesn't get rid of the crystal you're currently using. We're just gonna chuck this all in here. You know, I might as well chuck that in there. For reasons. So as we get more essence, we're going to go, and once we tinkers, no, immersive engineering. Everybody forgets immersive engineering. It's a really great mod. We have the power, so we don't have to worry about getting into water wheels and stuff like that. Let's check the book and see where we are. So we're currently working our way through that, but it's going to need more stuff. We're just going to need a lot more essence than we have in order to get to the Superium essence. It actually took, I think, was 8 stacks to get there. So it was not a mild or fast effort. So while we're doing that, we're gonna go back to working our way up the Danknell chain. So for this one, we need the these, and they're going to be blocks of coal and white stained glass. So I seem to recall that white stained glass is actually made from this. So we need to get some glass from over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's almost 8. There we go. That should give us white stained glass. Do this. Now we need blocks of coal and some iron. We need what? 16, I guess. And some iron. So uses for this is these. Do that. We get 4. Pop this up, and now we have the next level of this. And this one has 3 layers of slots. And if we do this, think no. So this is the white one. It no longer says. I'm pretty solid that we were able to see how much it's stored before then. So we're going to need yellow, then diamond, then emerald. Okay. So using this, we need the yellow panels, which are made from yellow stained glass and gold. So let's chuck that. We're going to need some of that. We can just Toss this, toss this, toss this. We can keep that actually. So we'll need a 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now we need to go get some dandelion. Do they have a home? They could have a home. Alright, there they are. So we're just going to need one of these. And this gives us yellow. Do that. So these are cyan, which is what? Blue and green? I'm not sure that I'm cyan pigment. Everything is going back to that now. I think that there's a bug. That's not cool. Cyan dye, it's green and blue. So lapis and cactus. Lapis. Do we have cactus? Cactus. No, we didn't. So green dye. So blue and yellow. Okay, so we can totally cheese our way into this sideways. Should have remembered that blue and yellow makes green, because it does. So cactus green, can we convert cactus green into actual cactus again? Because that would be super fancy. Cactus. So nature essence can be made from nature seeds, which are native clusters, which are... So once we get a cactus, we can make more. That's kind of depressing, really, because we have been able to get them. I mean, we could go through Botania, except Botania is closed up. This all requires that. We'd have to go through breeding it, or finding a desert, which is potato, which we can't find, and sugarcane, which we have to breed up as well. Beetroot and seeds, which we have beetroots and seeds. So, but we can't... Yeah, that's not cool. The fact that everything is random like that. So let's go ahead and use this to... Nope. Panels. So uses for this is these. And it needs more blocks of coal. Two, three, four. Uses for that. So that gives us the fourth one. Oh, let's actually go in. So we've finished this one. Just done this one. Now we just have the diamond, which is the cyan. So uses for this. Recipe for that is cyan glass, and it needs diamonds, so we can chuck the gold away. And let's go ahead and get the emeralds really quick. So we can use this to do that. And then for this one, we need green panels, which are lime. Lime is... Monkeys. Limestone, limestone. Uses. Recipe. Limestone glass. So we can do this, lime dye from Minecraft, and that's green and white. So we're carrying around a green, we just need a bone meal. And then we do that. So I think we need blocks of emeralds now, which makes this pretty expensive, especially since I don't appear to have all of those. So let's toss some more gravel in there. What's down here? Chuck that in there. Chuck that in there, chuck that in there. That's, we don't need that. Oh, we do need one of those. Guess I can just chuck the yellow off the edge, and I should have done that with the other one. So, that in there. What is that? Lava cactus. You can make lava cactus? What is that nonsense? So I've never actually made a portal into the Erebus. The couple of times I've been there, someone else has made it for me, so I'll actually have to investigate that before I put up in the portal area. Hopefully it's not too bad. I remember that the Erebus is a horrible, horrible place. Let's have some pizza. Oh man, we're only down to 5 stacks of pizza here. So what I'm probably going to do is pull one of these out and pull one of these out, and wow, that's quite a few spaces. So I'm just gonna, it's gonna take us a little while. So oh, nice. So this can go away. That stays, that stays. Once we have 16 more emeralds, we will be golden. Oh, nice. It's cool, it's got that little dirt block floating in the top. And I'm basically holding shift and rolling the mouse wheel to change them back and forth. So that's pretty fancy. So this one is complete. It gives us more of that. We can chuck this in here. So I have no idea how much random acts of kindness we have. Do we have an area for that? Nope, not in there. Not in there. Not in there either. So one of the things that I was thinking about is I could technically get into Britannia anyway without floral powder. I have realized that I have been seeing Britannia flowers pretty much everywhere. And I don't know if I've picked any up. But if I have run into them, yeah, see, I've got lots of fire and water buckets. Must be getting them from mystical. Mystical. So I might just be able to collect enough to be able to run Britannia anyway and kind of jump everything. And I might actually be able to do it with the mushrooms as well. So I think that I saw them in this area. And maybe in the... I don't know. But there were the mushrooms. Everybody forgets about the mushrooms, but the mushrooms are just as good as Britannia flowers. And so I might be able to kind of like slide sideways into it, because there's a flower called Britannia. The flame, these are producing. Where is it? Jaded Amaranthus. So, if you see, I could actually make a Jaded Amaranthus relatively quickly. The Rune of Spring is going to be the hardest bit, and I would have to go through quite a bit of effort working around everything. But I'm betting that if I was... was patient enough, and that is my new timer sound, by the way. Weird, huh? Blow up. Blow up again. I'm betting if I'm patient enough, I can collect enough of the stuff to get at least an endo flame going, maybe more than one. And then if I can work that into a jaded amaranthus, then I can kind of like slide sideways into Botania. So I probably will do all of the collecting off camera, and I'm not sure, it's not going to be fast because I haven't seen a lot of stuff. I noticed that my portals are gone, my waypoints are gone too because I updated the pack. Every time I update the pack, my waypoints go away. So I will probably try to do that off camera at some point. I'm just going to collect a whole bunch of Botania mushrooms. And then I'm going to see if I can use the Botania mushrooms to kind of like get into Botania. So I should be able to. It's just a matter of how patient can I get. Peridot. So hopefully it's patient enough, and because there's really some stuff in Botania that I want to do, and I want to get. Also, check this out. So these guys, they no longer turn into demons. So I don't know if that's just I don't know if that's just because of the they're in the Lordcraft world, or if that mod was removed, because there were a bunch of things that were removed, and I was unable to check the full limit of what went away. So we'll have to see. Another thing that's going to go on is once I have north-south must be this way. Which direction am I facing? Toward south, yes. So north-south is this way because the individual tracks default to that direction. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, this is a good spot as any to let you go while I'm looking for mushrooms. I hope that you enjoyed the show, and I hope that you come back for the next one. So I am streaming occasionally. I haven't got a hard time yet, but I'm most likely to be streaming about 3 a.m. Pacific on Friday, and about 1 a.m. on Saturday. It would be 3 a.m. Saturday, and 1 a.m. Sunday. So depending on how far ahead I catch up on my episodes, I may also stream. On Monday morning, effectively. But it seems unlikely to be a regular thing because I do need to get my episodes out. And that's where I do a lot of my recording is in the early AM because that's when I'm awake. So, yep, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I'm glad you did. It's fantastic that I've had the support of you guys. Everybody says it. I mean it though. Like honestly, I'm surprised that anybody is interested. Pretty much doing this for my own entertainment and education, and I have been very entertained and educated, and you guys have also been very helpful in helping me figure things out, which I very much appreciate. There we go. So this is what I'm talking about. These right here. So these gray shimmering mushrooms, for example, I can use these in place of petals. So my next question is, can I collect enough of them to get into Botania? And that's pretty much what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and collect all of the Botania mushrooms, a lot of them. I'm also going to try experimenting with, so if you have Botania petals, you can plant a Botania petal in the ground, and you can plant a Botania petal in the ground, and it will, I don't have any torches. If you bone meal it, you'll get more Botania flowers. You'll need shears to harvest them, but, you know, bye. But that's what I'm going to try and do. Just going to get enough Botania, stuff to just slide into Botania anyway, despite whatever it is that we have to figure out from Lordcraft. I'm also going to make a hard effort to figure out what we need to get into Lordcraft. And I would really, really like it if somebody knew or knows what exactly is going on with Lordcraft. Help me out here, because I don't know. I haven't been able to find a useful amount of help with it. Just where do I get started? So, done with rambling. Thanks for coming. If you liked it, leave a like. If you don't. Questions, comments, and concerns, and please, useful tips can all go below. You folks have a great night.